Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you're doing really well. For this reading, this is a general reading for any sun, moon, or rising Sagittarius sign. We're going to look at the cards. We're going to get a sense of the awareness for the week or the big ideas. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords. And with the Ten of Swords, there's a sense of something very hurtful has happened. There's been an ending. There has been a tremendous disappointment. There may have been a betrayal. It's as if, if you look at the illustration, 10 swords in your back, that's profound and it's significant. It hurts. You feel that you're at the bottom. You may feel weak. You may feel very sad. And, there's a way to look at the Ten of Swords, which is it's probably the worst that you're going to feel. And that from this place, you can begin to move out of it. And so you got to focus on the basics, one step at a time. You have to focus on looking for the good in a situation and the light within a situation. Process the hurt or the disappointment and deal with it in the best way that you know how, which may be taking time to treat yourself well or to do something nice for yourself might be a good thing. This Ten of Swords feels extreme. And of course, 10 swords in the back. It's a sense of overkill. But it really doesn't matter because when we feel that way, we feel like there are 10 swords in our back. So it's right next to the Lover's card, the major arcana. So for some of you, there may be some pain, some suffering, some upsetting news within a relationship that's important to you. And so you have to be mindful of this relationship. Is it something that you have to move on from? Is it something that can be repaired? So the Lovers is about significant and meaningful relationships within your life. They could be romantic. They don't have to be. They could be best friends. It could be a business partnership. But it's significant in that you are outlaying your energy and your time and your focus and your care and consideration and love to someone else. And meaning that you put yourself out there. And what happens when you put yourself out there? You run the risk of getting hurt. Here's the Ten of Swords, that some type of hurt has occurred. So whether or not you can do the things to repair, or if you need a clean slate and you need to start fresh so that you can begin to see the light and to focus on the light. Let's get some guidance. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we have the World, major arcana, and we have the Tower, major arcana. So the World is about reaching your dreams, finding fulfillment, finding contentment, and going through the journey, the good things, the bad things, the adversity, the wins, the successes, all of it wrapped up into your own personal journey. And so we see here the sense of the Lovers, an important relationship. There's been some pain. And then this sense of completion here, it suggests contentment, but maybe it takes time to get to that content place. Maybe there's work to be done. Next to the World is the Tower. And the Tower is another card of changes, of things that have to change. The universe is sending you a direct signal. Something has to change. Your routine, the way that you live, the people that you surround yourself with, your relationships, or perhaps your way of thinking. It needs to crumble, it needs to fall apart in order for something better to come about for you. As we say, it's a blessing in disguise. It may not feel like it. You may feel the weight of 10 swords, the pain of 10 swords. But ultimately, on the other side of that, once you deal with it, then things can look up. So it could be that just the sense that I'm getting is that if this is a relationship that's significant to you, and that there's been lies or betrayal or something to hurt, to cause pain, it doesn't mean that a relationship has to end. You can work through things. You can work through things through completion. You could also change the way that the couple operates. You can change the way that you treat each other. You can improve that. You can set aside what was before. Let it fall apart in order to rebuild something new. So I'm going to be really curious to see what we have for possible outcomes. So we have the King of Rods, which is really like the king. He's the King of Wands. And the King of Rods is charismatic. He's smart, focused, ambitious, and driven. He has charisma for days, and that charisma attracts him to people, like-minded people who want excitement, adventure, an enterprise that's going to be stimulating and satisfying. Doesn't have time for what doesn't work or what does not interest him. So perhaps for you, this is a strong sense of accessing your personal power with respect to relationships, taking charge instead of being overwhelmed by a situation, by a tower, by a 10 of swords. It's meeting the challenges of a relationship head on and trying to do something about it. It can be repaired, fixed, or time to move on. Time to cut it, to move on. The ultimate goal is for this world is to have the sense of happiness from, this end of the journey. I think the possibilities are fabulous. First of all, why? It's the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is a card of the emotional well-being, the overflowing of emotions, the opportunity, the gift or blessing from the universe saying, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to have relationships that are emotionally satisfying to you and that bring you delight and that bring you joy and bring you happiness. And it's where someone can express feelings and the give and take within a relationship. Doesn't mean that it's easy getting here. It may take a lot of growth. It may take transformation or restructuring how a relationship, an existing relationship, proceeds and how they act. It may take the transformation of each party's mindset. And by the same token, it may not work out, but this knowledge and this journey helps you find the right fit. You will have happiness in relationships. Your relationships are important to you and meaningful and require focused energy, which is to be kind, be gentle, be considerate, but express the emotions. Let them flow. Let them be real and authentic. So this is a very interesting set of cards for you. With the Ace of Cups, the World, and the Lovers, the Tower, and the 10 of Swords. So let's get a little more information from the Oracle cards. I'm going to choose a card for an affirmation for the week. Believe in magic, journey by moonlight. So believe in magic is believe in the possibilities. Believe that the universe is behind the scenes trying to lay the breadcrumbs for us to follow. And then from that, our will takes over and our desires take over. But believing in magic and journey by moonlight, I think, is to allow yourself to be inspired and to be creative and to look at the wonder of the moon. And finally, let's see what we can learn from the oracle card for love. Purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. Well, demonstrating love is a big part of the Ace of Cups. And demonstrating love and being in a relationship, again, you run the risk of getting hurt. You run the risk of being disappointed. And it's a process to be able to navigate relationships and to make them successful. And sometimes old ways of thinking have to come down. New ways need to come in. Someone maybe needs to take action, but focus on relationships for you this week. So I hope that you found something helpful here with this reading today. If you did, please subscribe, like the video, share the video, comment below. I hope you have a terrific week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.